Hi, this is Mercedes from brightstarwoman.com, and today I'd like to share one of my favorite meditations with you. It's called the Kirtan Kriya. It is a meditation that comes from the Kundalini yoga tradition, and it is also a meditation from the medical meditation movement, which is from a book called Meditation as Medicine by Dharma Singh Khalsa. The Kirtan Kriya is a meditation that you practice for either 11 or 31 minutes. I highly recommend starting with 11 minutes unless you already have an established meditation practice or that you're already familiar with Kundalini yoga. Now, I suggest using an application like Insight Timer where you can program your timer to indicate several different timing bells. So for the Kirtan Kriya, we need to chant for 2 minutes, whisper for 2 minutes, mentally repeat a mantra for 3 minutes, then again resume whispering for 2 minutes and chanting for the last 2 minutes. So I tend to program a 2-minute mark, 4-minute mark, 7-minute mark, 9, and then 11 to indicate the end. So this is just for logistics. Now it is a complete meditation because we are using visualization, we are using mantras, we are chanting, and we are using mudras, which are hand gestures. You can find this meditation seated or practice it seated in a chair if you have back, hip, or knee issues and it's more comfortable for you. You will be practicing this with your eyes closed, opening it with the same Kundalini opening chant that we practice for every medical meditation, every Kundalini meditation, and I will share it with you in a moment. And then you will start your timer so that you don't have to worry about looking at the time. You can focus on the actual meditation. And to complete, you take a full breath at the end and release. Take a moment to scan your body. And when you're ready, you open your eyes. And so this meditation is beneficial for the mind. We are balancing our levels of consciousness. And we are balancing the subconscious, the conscious, and the higher self. Some people will say inner child, ego, and divine self, or, divine consciousness. Whatever you call it. It balances these 3 levels of consciousness. And it also helps us overcome negative thinking patterns, negative beliefs, debilitating habits, and also addictions, whether behavioral or substance. So it supports us in releasing ourselves from these habits and addictions, whatever they may be. Now, if you feel that you have a lot to release or like huge transformations to make, maybe a 31-minute meditation would be, 31-minute version of Kirtan Kriya would be better, but really what's best is to get started, right, and to be consistent. So start where you are with what you have and then just keep going. And it's obviously best for most people to meditate in the morning, but realistically that's not always possible. So at least try to fit it in wherever you can. Maybe put a reminder on your phone so that you have your little, beeping sound that tells you, okay, now it's time to meditate. And so for this meditation, you will be pronouncing the syllables as you are moving through the mudras and visualizing a white light coming from the infinity through the top of your head and out through your brow point or third eye, kind of like a unicorn of white light as you sing. I find it really useful with every syllable I pronounce in every mudra, I see the L shape of the white light coming in from the infinity through the crown of my head and then out my brow point. This meditation is not just good for mental balance and balancing levels of our consciousness, but it's also really good, especially for women, for healing the whole womb system. So it helps with menstrual regularity, which is the physical aspect of our womb system, but it also helps us release past sexual history, past lovers, and cut those cords. It also helps us release traumas that we may have experienced in our life. And by trauma, I don't necessarily mean sexual trauma, although that's part of it. But it could be anywhere from a miscarriage to a car accident, which is not at all related to the womb system. But as women, we tend to internalize our trauma and have it live in our womb. So this meditation helps us free ourselves of these past experiences, these past traumas, these internalized emotions, and debilitating habits that play on our mind and self-sabotage, for example. So that's for the why we want to practice this. Here's the how we practice this. So it goes a little bit like this. You open with your opening chant, hands in Anjali Mudra, salutation mudra. Close your eyes, inhale to chant the opening chant. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And then you would start your timer. Place your hands on your thighs or your knees wherever they fall comfortable, spine extended, and you would begin by chanting for your first 2 minutes, visualizing the white light coming in through the crown of your head, out through your brow point. First mudra, inhale. Sa ta nama. Sa ta nama. And as you can see, I'm moving through the mudras as I'm pronouncing each syllable. At the 2-minute mark, your first bell will ring, and you will know that it's time to whisper the mantra now. Sa ta nama. Sa ta nama. You can go faster or slower, although you should follow your breath, and it's best to go with a measured pace as you chant, so you don't get out of breath and you don't accelerate as you go. At the 4-minute mark, the second bell will go and let you know it's time to whisper, not whisper to, say the mantra mentally as you visualize the white light. I tend to sync my breath with the mental mantra. So I inhale sa ta nama, I exhale sa ta nama in my head. At the 7-minute mark, a third bell will go off and let you know it's time to whisper again. Sa ta nama, sa ta nama. At the 9-minute mark, you will know it's the last stretch. It's time to sing or chant the mantra for the last time for your last 2 minutes. Sa ta nama. Sa ta nama. Staying with the visualization, of course, of the white light coming from the infinite, coming through your head and out your brow point. And at the 11-minute mark, your last and 4th bell will go off, letting you know it's over. Take a full breath. And release. Taking a moment just to scan your body, see how you feel, and when you're ready, you open your eyes. And so this is how to practice Kirtan Kriya with 11 minutes. You can do it up to 31 minutes. You just have to work out the math of equal chanting, whisper, silent being the longest portion, and then whisper and chant. So this is one of my favorite meditations. I'm hoping for you that you have wonderful transformations in your health, in your life, but the longer you practice it, just like any alternative medicine, the benefits grow exponentially. They are cumulative. The more you practice, the more you reap. So wishing you the best experience. If you have questions or comments, leave them in the comments below. If you like this video, click like or subscribe to get access to more meditations and yoga and Reiki yoga videos. Thank you. Namaste.